Hey guys, this is VOD Watch Wednesday, episode 2. Real quick for this video before it starts, we are doing another ninja today for today's episode. All of our next episodes that are coming up that I'm going to be live viewing on today. Today is Wednesday, so we're going to be reviewing them on stream. It's going to be a Sage and one other class, so those will be uploaded pretty soon. If you guys are interested in submitting your VODs for VOD Watch Wednesday, remember you can join my Discord server, submit your VODs into the hashtag VOD Review channel, and then it doesn't matter what rank, region, class you're playing. We'll be going through them on live stream every single Wednesday and then doing a review of them. So if you guys are interested, make sure to join the Discord server. And without that said, enjoy the video. So this is Blintz. Blintz had another one in. He doesn't give any comments with it. He is the current rank 1 ninja for NA. I used to actually be guildmates with him a long time ago. Like, I want to say 3 years back, even before I became a CMGM. And he's came a long way. He's gone a lot better since then. He's gone a lot better. I fought him today. I actually lost to him on my Zerker. So he's become a lot better. But he wants some help, wants some tips. So we'll give him some advice. He's picked up my playstyle a pretty decent amount now, and he's become pretty good. So once again, UI. His UI is better, but it's a little jumbled. At this point, he's probably gotten so used to the UI, it's not too hard for him. But I will say that I think that even if you're used to UI, it is much better to always switch up your UI into something that is more comfortable for you to read. My guess is that I actually don't know how he's organized this. This is a bit weird for me. I would switch this up a little bit and clump up once again your iframes. So put like block jump here, ninja step here. And then put like your Oni shadow here, and then you can put smoke screen, shadow stomp, and your concealment, and then you can do like press and slash, ankle cutter, shuriken flight. You can put your grab here and your there's one skill I'm missing here. You can put your grab here. No, put your beheading here and your moonlight here. And then you can put your grab, your dark frenzy, and your illusion here or something. Like that's how I would do it personally. You get the idea. Now, it's kind of hard. I kind of had it random as fuck and just got used to it. I would switch it up. It'll be easier for you to read it in your downtime, because reading your cooldowns in the fastest manner possible will be much easier. Is there anything specific you prefer to look at or want submitted? Anything. I don't care. It could be an insanely good game from you. It could be an insanely bad game from you. At the end of the day, like anything works. Realistically, the best kind of game to watch is a game that felt winnable to you. Like it felt like you could have won it, and you felt like you did the best that you could, and you weren't sure what you did wrong. So it felt like it was winnable, but like you lost anyways, right? So Blintz knows the tech. He knows to only E-buff after there's a catch. So we're going to watch him. He's waiting. He's playing slow neutral game. He doesn't want to do anything risky here. He's fighting double Musa and a Nova, so he doesn't have grab threat from these two. Tubby gets grabbed, so he instantly E-buffs. Cutthroat was a little premature. Drop Cutthroat towards the end of your combo because it will do more damage. You will only want to drop it early if you want to get that early gap close. But otherwise right here, right? Like you're going to end up missing like this. Instead of this, if you started with Blade Spin and then you did like Illusion, got the pushback, double Malice into like Cutthroat at that point, it'd be a lot more efficient. Foxclaw here, unnecessary. You don't need to drop Foxclaw. This guy is already capped. Don't worry about it. He's going for the sniff. Big tip when it comes to sniffing, you're moving too much. So this is how you want to sniff. This is a full 100% guide for any person that wants to sniff better in AOS. This is what you're going to do. Person Vs. You're going to stand still in the same area generally, okay? And you're going to toss like some SA skills that you can move out of pretty quickly, okay? You're going to count 1, 2, 3. Not that slow. The real speed would be like 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to move, okay? And then you're going to start moving in a direction. The problem is, if you start moving too early here, there is one of two scenarios that can happen. Let's say you move this early, right? If this guy is moving this direction, like let's say he's here, he's like here-ish, and he sees you already moving here, And instead of still going this way, he's not going to change his plan and he's going to go up. And then now you're going to be too far. Whereas if you just waited and you waited until his V is almost basically coming out and then you started moving this way, he would end up being right here instead. And you would be able to hit the sniff. Now let's see where he V'd to. He ended up going up. Not too big of a problem. It's fine. Playing neutral game here. Oh my god, he uses Shadow Clone. Not gonna lie, Giga Chat as fuck. I respect it. I used to use this skill for movement. I don't do it anymore. But that is a risky fucking maneuver. I think you're fine using it, man. It's okay. It's a good movement skill, kind of. But this is too greedy, IMO. This is too greedy of a scenario to use it. Just use your Ghost Slash. You have Ghost Slash up. Right here, this is what I would have done, by the way. This is really micro stuff because Blintz is a good player, so I'm going to give him some like micro advice. Linger your ankle cutter more here. Look at how low your stamina bar is, right? And this Nova is not looking at you. Obviously, he's moving away. Just linger your ankle cutter. There's no threat. This guy has to grab you to punish you. Unless you see him dashing towards you and he's going to obviously grab. You can linger your ankle cutter, get some stamina back, and then save your smoke screen to punish him instead of just tossing smoke screen. What you're doing right here is called playing without intent. All you're doing here is your intention is, oh, I'm going to toss a smoke screen and try to get a catch. What you should be doing is, oh, I'm going to wait until I think he's going to have a gap, and then I'm going to go for my CC. Does that make sense? There's a very big difference between the two, and a lot of players miss this on a lot of classes, across the whole spectrum. You want to wait until you think there's going to be a gap. You don't just want to keep tossing. If you're just spamming skills or button mashing or any of that, it's when you don't know what you're doing to the fullest extent of your class. You're not fully locked in on your class. Quick tip for anyone that plays this map. If you V near their spawn, do you see this hut? You see this hut right here? You can go around it into this little cubby right here, and then it'll let you go around into this corner, but underneath this, so not a single person can V-sniff you. It is impossible to V-sniff this cubby unless they go into the cubby. Even if they are outside of the cubby, they can hit you once, and then once you get pushed into that corner, you can no longer get damaged. So for anyone that Vs on this map, this is your best play, always. If you're Ving over here. Always do it. Shit, never knew that? Yeah, it's a really good one. Really good V-spot. On to the next round. You are playing with a Sug Zerker, Krusty, so you're probably going to save your BSR to feed him 200%, so hundreds are out of the window. You're locking it. Good job. You have E-buff in 1 minute, it looks like. So you're not going to have good damage here early. Let's see how you play it. Once again, you're playing without intent. You're playing without intent. What are you going to catch here on this Musa? Realistically, right? Like, what are you going to catch here by going for the smoke screen on this Musa? You're just going to eat a slow. That's what you're going to see. So instead of doing this, just go slash, go step, and then like ninja step backwards again, like this direction, and then hold a Dark Frenzy. You're just scaring him. You want to make him seem like you're doing something, but you're not doing anything. And then toss a Malice maybe at most. But you don't want to... There's nothing you're catching on this guy. You want to wait until he starts dashing away, because you want to know what happens when he dashes away. Musa has an animation cancel on his range stiffen, where he does backdash into his range stiffen. His range stiffen is unprotected. It is a gap that you can hit. So what he is going to do is he's going to play neutral game like this. He's going to toss Fiery Crevice, right? He's going to toss Fiery Crevice. And then he's going to do a little bit of dashing. He's going to do maybe some damage forward. And then he's going to slow. And then he's going to backdash once he's burned through some skills to like about here-ish. And then he's going to go for a range stiffen. That is typically the Musa flow of gameplay. This is the timer you want to look for. Playing with intent. This is what you want to look for. Outside of this, your class is not going to grab this. You're on Ninja. A Zerker probably could, but you can't. So you need to think about more productive things to do here instead of sitting on this Musa, which is a Zerker's job. Instead of that, think about what you could have done here. There's 2 players on your minimap. There's one to your left, right here, and one here. You could be wrapping around and putting pressure on the other Musa and maybe trying to drop him with an illusion. You could be hitting him with a blade spin and just playing normal SA. My best play here that I would probably do is I would dash to the right, pretend like I'm going on this Musa, and then you see what this Nova's going to do? He's going to then have to make a decision. Do I go for this team right here, or do I go for you on the left-hand side in the 1v2? And while he's deciding, then you can block jump Oni Shadow and blitz this guy. Does that make sense? You want to target swap and kind of fake what you're doing, actually. So that would be what I would do. Double Malice. Boss Slaughter is so greedy here. It's so greedy. Just mouse move stomp this. Mouse move stomp this. You could literally do Ghost Greeting, mouse move stomp. You get the re-CC anyways. You don't need to boss slaughter this. He got stiffed anyways. Good illusion. Wow, you caught that. That's crazy. Good stall. Really good stall. Big tip when it comes to playing in team play. Don't instantly re-CC this guy unless you know you have enough damage to kill him immediately. He's going to stiff and extend him, extend his timer, call his teammates that this guy is CC'd, wait, and then he's going to re-CC him at the max timer. This way, you give your teammates more time to come to you. Now, unfortunately, in this scenario, they don't come over, but it's fine. This is still the correct play at all times.
I'm low shit here.
Playing long range, you still have Ghost Greeting. You need to use it. You need to use your Ghost Greeting. Mouse move your Dark Frenzy. This is not a skill that you want to camera turn. It's too slow, so you could be mouse moving and following him completely here.
Okay.
Your stamina management is pretty bad here. You end up getting sniffed.
I gotta
So if you actually pay attention to your minimap here, I think you weren't looking at your minimap, most likely.
Okay.
You would have seen that this Musa is next to you. So while this guy runs away, look at your minimap. And you would have seen this guy is right here. And you still have Ghost Slash. Still haven't used it. So you get caught.
I got succeeded here.
I wasn't too confident going into double Musa Wake Nova, so my intent was to get behind my teammates in stealth. It's fine. I mean, you want to think about this. You want to use your safe damage pressure option, CC pressure option, sorry. And then after that, you can bail out. So your safe CC pressure options are literally, it's smoke screen into block jump into Oni Shadow. Once that's gone, then yeah, you can AFK in stealth. But outside of that, like, you still want to try to do that. You're spacing too far here from your team. You're too far. You want to play within range that you can still see your teammates on render. So don't leave your member guy. After you're this far away, don't stop moving away. You know, like this is just too far. Because now you see he's pinging. I don't know what he's pinging, but he V'd. You could have been there to maybe stop his V.
He's got a fresh SA.
Alright, can we kite that?
Still, you're going to be too far from your team. If anything happens now, you will not be able to help.
Okay,
So you're completely relying on your teammates being smart enough here to get close to you. In lower elo especially, this would not work. You want to stay near your teammates. This is fine. You're just SA lingering. Okay. Cutthroat, Blade Spin, Dark Frenzy, Illusion, Ankle, Red Rain again. Nice job. Not bad. It could be more optimal, but that's still pretty good. Dark Frenzy again. Now, I want you to think about how you could get more damage here while still being safe. Think about this. You still have this whole time both of your malices and your stomp. Your best option is always, if you're trying to min-max your damage, use your movement. You abuse your mobility. Right here, you could be getting over to like this side and toss some malices in or something. It's probably not, actually. That one's a bit too hard. This is fine mostly. I think mostly here is what I'm talking about. After you do this Moonlight here, you toss Malice. And then you Shuriken Flights. Crash and Slash. This guy gets caught. Dark Frenzy. I'm waiting for the CC. That's fine actually. Yeah, it's mostly okay. There's some ways you could maneuver around it, but it's a bit hard to explain. It's all good though. Okay, let's see what you do here. So you should be starting with double Malice. So your first starter here should be double Malice. No one's pressuring you. So it should be double Malice, Alert Stance, Blade Spin, Illusion, Red Rain, and then you're going to look for other DPS options. Instead, you're losing a shit ton of damage here by going in with Smokescreen and then going for the 100 after. I would have locked your 100 for this as well, by the way. It's a bit of a waste of your 100. So you're moving too early for the V-Sniff. You should be waiting 3 seconds and then going. Also, let's go into a mind game real quick of how this guy's probably going to V. So where do we think this guy's going to V to, okay? First off, this is higher elo, so mind games are going to come into play here. Swoops knows that if he V's down towards this pit, his team is not going to be able to help him because all the enemies are here. So a good player like Swoops most likely is going to angle his V to be in this half of the map. Okay? So he's not going to go towards our deep spawn or the wind buff. He's either going to V here. He's V'd here once, so we know he's V'd here once, so he has a tendency to V here. He's going to V towards our spawn where both of his teammates can peel him. He's going to V into a hut, which is a common V spot. Or he's going to go for the outlying play, which is to V up north. Or sorry, up west. No. East. Sorry. Or he's going to V up east. So he has potentially 4 options here. We've eliminated this half because we know that it's not very likely. Personally, I think that he is going to most likely V here because he's V'd here twice. But because we're a bit close to this scenario and he's scared because all of our teammates are stacking, he thinks that this might be very likely. So my guess is now because of that mind game, I'm going to eliminate this off of the options. After that, I'm going to say that he's going to be in one of these 3 spots. Your best bet is getting to this hut. And then if he V's behind huts, you can sniff him towards spawn. And then if he gets up to this side, you can still sniff him because of that. So your best bet is going to go and you're going to stand right behind this hut here or in this middle here. So you can still go between huts to sniff like this side and then also this side. That would be my play. Let's see what happens. You're going to V this way. And unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to tell where he V's to because you're on this opposite side. Yeah, you're not going to be able to. Let's see where he relatively is. He V'd...
Ronald, you back here?
He V'd there. So he V'd to his tendency spot. So I was a bit overthinking it. He decided to go to his tendency spot. You know he's V'd here once, so yeah. All right, at this point, yeah, you shouldn't be afraid. Just use your target chase. Save your stamina. If you want to go for faster burst mobility to catch up to this guy here, by the way, you shouldn't be using ghost greeting. You still have evasive malice. So you should... No, you don't have evasive malice. Actually, I'm wrong. I would ghost step, stomp, fatal blow, into shadow slash, block jump, smoke screen, alert stance, ghost slash. Most of you are not going to understand what I just said, but he does, so he gets what I'm saying. So we're playing the neutral game. Tubby's waiting. Still waiting.
Okay, he doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah, we're good.
Nice job. You're looking at both of your teammates. This is correct play. So this is your ideal positioning for anyone that is ever playing a scenario like this. If you have one teammate here and one teammate here, sit in the middle. He gets to watch Krusty if he gets caught or gets a CC, and he also gets to watch his Drac if he gets a CC. And he will be the first man between both teams, because these teams are so split up, that if one of them gets caught, he will be the first person there. This is a really, 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 really smart positioning. Super smart. He sees the catch. He's the first one there. He E-buffs, drops his damage.
He's bleeding really bad.
Once again, you can greed for more damage here. You E-buff, blade spin, cutthroat, just illusion first.
He's bleeding really bad.
It's all good though, it worked out. He's unfortunately not going to V. That was a bit greedy in terms of trying to pressure Musa. If you're fighting Musa close range, just linger your SAs, use your ankle cutter and stuff.
Coming back to you.
Musa is behind you. Keep watching your minimap as you run over. You get the catch. He's forced to V. Alright, so we're going to wait. Now we start sniffing. I'm guessing he goes huts. Yeah, he plays close.
Oh shit, I got CC2.
He's north on me.
You're going to V.
I'm being
This is a bad V. You didn't get sniffed. I would not have V'd to this spot, personally.
Nice, 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 nice.
But it's okay.
I'm fine.
Worked
Okay,
out.
I'm coming back. GG.
And that's going to be the win. So there's a couple things to work on. You're mostly playing pretty well. I think you need to work on your aggression could be better, right? Your aggression could be better. I think your damage rotations need a little bit of work. When you're going for CCs, you need to play with a bit more intent. Okay, intent is important, super important, especially on Ninja because you have such fast CCs. You need to be looking for punish timings when it comes to intent, right? Learn what their punishes are. So they have their range stiffen on Musa, and then Nova is very gaps, a lot of gaps. So you want to CC her during her movement. So you want to be looking for these kinds of things on them, and then trying to get. You can probably get a bit more CCs in your games by doing that. Right now, your playstyle is pretty heavily reliant on your team getting your catches for you, which I think is kind of necessary nowadays. But you definitely could be punishing a lot more and getting a lot more catches. Once you get this down, you get your stamina management down. That is another thing. Your stamina management is pretty bad. Just linger your super armors longer, man. Linger SA. It's completely fine. You can linger SA, and you are not going to get always punished. You know, what is the Musa going to do? He's going to slow you. Slows are nerfed. You'll be completely fine. You know, at the end of the day, you will be good, bro. So, the only thing you have to worry about is one grab, so don't be too afraid. Yeah, I was telling the guy to excel every round. You know, funny enough, I don't think as Suck Ninja you should be that afraid of excel. You can challenge the first 3 or 4 seconds of his excel. You can do, like, Blade Spin, into like smoke screen, and then you can alert stance, ghost step, stomp, fatal blow, get the fuck out. Even if he chases you, at that point you'll do like block jump into an iframe, Oni shadow, and stealth. Then what the fuck is he gonna do? You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to challenge Excel for the first 3 or 4 seconds. You'll be completely fine. Guys being topped by Suck Zerko. Fuck you, bro. This is rat, man. That makes sense, but the aggression part I'm not quite understanding since it's double Musa and Awake Nova. I feel like the weak link, so I gotta play passive as fuck. You do have to play passive, but you need to still abuse the timers that you have and the skills that you can stay protected in. Like your block jump, your Oni shadow, your smoke. You can challenge with blade spin. You'll be fine. Right now you're at that point where you need to start stretching your limits. You've understood the general playstyle and you've hit the A tier on the class. Like, you know what you're doing. All right. Now to get your A plus, to hit your S plus, to get your best grade, you need to limit tests so you know what you can get away with at what times. If you don't start doing that, you're gonna get permanently stuck in this elo. You have to start pushing your limits just a little bit to see what you can get away with. Thanks for the review. Hey, I appreciate. Hey, no worries, man. I appreciate you sending it in. All good.